That's a fact.
That's crazy. I don't know that. Good morning, y'all. What's up? Hit with the intro one time. Oh. My son is in the back somewhere.
It's Fire 716.
Let's go. It's Big Frank in the morning. Jay Cherie keeping it going. We got them hot topics, local news, and BGC flowing. We got Big Kev on the air. Dark Knight flying in here. It's Fire 716 and we rocking it here. Hey.
No more, okay? Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Pull up. Say good morning. Tell a neighbor, tell a friend. It's going down. If I walk away, run away, my son's in the back. You might walk to me. We'll see. Cross to me. Knee to me.
Bounce to you.
Well, we were a little late this morning, but we'll be better on with our timing. Matter of fact, after this, you'll cut this song in half.
Got you.
Come in. What's up, y'all? Party people. Don't get funky. Yeah. How was this? Yo, baby mama, you hit the yard. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. This the door magic one.
Wow.
I was watching that a few weeks ago. 2018. The Pimp Dimension, that's how it was called. Dial Magic Wand. Players ball.
Yes.
Players ball. Smoke weed in the nose. You don't got to be a player, like, never in.
No, for real.
Morning, Derica. Virtual cheating. What? Oh, please stick around, Derica.
Yeah.
It's so.
30 seconds from this song, let's get into it.
It's a lot going on with the people, and I'm over it.
What am I about to say?
We were talking about virtual cheating.
This is nothing new.
No.
This is the same as fact. This is the Snapchat. Not Snapchat. This is the I am Yahoo.
Fact.
This is nothing but falsifying. This is that. With video now. Facts. Good morning, Erica Derica. I like the way it was. Definitely.
I was listening to that song.
Huh?
I was listening to that song. I started really getting into it.
Right. I know, right?
You know, my pen was right into it in a second. I was like,
Coming in hot.
Good morning, y'all. Good morning. What it is, what's up, what's happening, how y'all living, how y'all feeling. I pray that all is well. How y'all feeling this morning?
Feeling good. Feeling great. Feeling great. How about you?
Thanks. Everyone here in the building.
You know it.
Dark Knight, your Jay Cherie rocking with me.
Building.
Yeah, it's really a vibe. It's really a vivid. Yeah, I mean, it's a day that the Lord is being rejoicing and I should be glad in it. Like, yeah, I mean, no, my son is here, so I ever fade away. He in the back. I can't wait to start talking. My son needs to talk because
Are you sure you really want that?
No, I really do because
communication is so much
and like
you know,
we do so much that's like I don't know what you want.
Yeah.
So he has to, like last night he cried for maybe an hour straight until I found the right video.
Oh wow.
He was over Elmo wasn't it? I said okay, Sesame Street wasn't it? JoJo Grayson, the hip hop version wasn't it? I said Doc, I don't know what you about to do.
Listen.
Dancing fruit is the moment right now. Say less.
Yes.
Okay, say less. Now dude, okay?
When he started talking, I'm gonna get nervous because I feel like Trey just gonna be like, wrap it up, turn to church.
No, you know,
convocation again.
My son is me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So He ain't your kids. He gonna be like, all right, Dad. Yeah. Dad. No, I need to talk so I can address him and serve him properly as a father. Because right now, I just can't. What you crying for now? And then like, he's not a punk like.
Yeah.
He just, I can't communicate to you.
Yeah.
So but listen, let's go down this morning. When we get back, Big Girl Chronicles, don't go nowhere because we're about to get into a situation about virtual cheating.
Yes.
And that situation. But listen, before we get there though, rock with us real quick. It's going down. Fire 716, Big Frank in the morning. Let's go. Good morning, y'all. Hit them Crenshaws? Yeah.
Pay them bills.
Hit CAI as well.
Gotcha. Sensory behavior. Like, real talk though, like.
Exactly. Yeah, that's it.
I really do get nervous about like kids talking and stuff like that. Because like I was watching videos of like this one girl getting her hair braided by her grandmother.
Don't get online too.
And like
Crenshaw's Chicken and Waffles, currently located at 701 Kensington Avenue in the city of Buffalo, New York. Come and get a taste of the greedy Greg chicken sandwich with a famous and amazing slap sauce. And don't forget those specialty waffles, red velvet, cookies and cream, Cinnabon, only at Crenshaw's Chicken and Waffles. Place your orders now at Crenshaw'sChickenandWaffles.com. That's Crenshaw'sChickenandWaffles.com. Pull up to 701 Kensington Avenue in the city of Buffalo, New York. That's Crenshaw's Chicken and Waffles.
Come create at Hanley Studios, 545 Main Street, Niagara Falls, New York. Poetry, improv, comedy, music, and more. Hanley Studios, available for renting. We have lights, sound, and stage equipment. Hanley Studios, 545 Main Street, Niagara Falls, New York. We provide live streaming. For more information, call 716-371-2780, extension 2, 716-371-2780, extension 2.
Fire 716 Radio, serving the best in urban and inspirational music.
It's Fire 716.
Let's go. It's Big Frank in the morning. Jay Cherie keeping it going. We got them hot topics, local news, and BGC flowing. We got Big Kev on the air. Dark Knight flying in here. It's Fire 716 and we rocking it here. Hey.
But man, I'm asleep. I'm rested. They're like, after you called me 3 times, I didn't answer. There's no need. Frank. Yeah. So Trey be distraught upon arrival. All the time. You know, we're not gonna like churches some more.
Huh.
Yeah.
More gonna be a little different. She gonna be more Hotepi, and not think I know about Hotepi because she don't.
Yeah.
Hey Dad, I just think that the conscious need. Girl, I know what you mean, but dig a little bit deep.
You think Amina gonna be the church?
I think Amina and Trey are the same. Oh, they gonna be the same. They gonna be the
Because
same.
they be like, they got personality already. They only paid it like 5 days.
Some more be my bad, my girls, but but I think Amina gonna be like Trey. Well, they look alike, so
Yeah, they do.
They just gonna be. Yeah.
She's like,
But you know,
in sync with the
for
earth.
those who are just joining, who knows who's back, what they talking about? I'm a father of 3 now. So, on the first, I had a set of my twin girls are here, Amina and Samora, and but Trey so big, didn't realize how big. You know, Trey, my arms is like I thought it was like.
Yeah.
But when I put it to girls, he's so massive.
Yeah.
I told my wife, I said, "Oh, he's like when you got a pit bull or a Rottweiler, and you get them as a puppy, but they're not a year old." And you just got new puppies, and
Like, wait a minute.
they just don't know how strong they are. There, like you almost took their face off. He almost was like, yeah. I said, boy.
Oh, no.
I had to hit him with the yoga
No,
mat.
that's because he's mad they're here.
No.
At the gender reveal, though, he was tight because you was like, Bobby, we have a girl. He was like, yeah.
Trey pays them no attention to nobody. Doesn't want to deal with them. is his world still not? I don't give a damn. I don't care. So whenever he made the change, he just in discovery, like his hands is massive and his feet is juicy. But he was, I was like, oh, okay. All right. When we get back, y'all, Big Girl Chronicles coming in. I guess after this song, because we were behind time.
Gotcha.
Real talk though, I got him something for convocation. I can't wait till we come in. You gonna be like, "Are you serious?" I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, because I did, because I can."
What's the color about convocation? I want to wear that shit.
Morning, Mia.
If I use dashiki, I'm coming in.
So she said, "Send me the link of the sneakers." She said, "Let her look at them."
Black joint?
The black joint. She said, "Let her look at them." And she might, because I had that conversation. I was like, Kevin said, and she was like, what do they look like?
Yeah, good morning.
They legit, I promise you, leather chucks.
For
convocation. Or for official day. Because she doesn't do shoes.
What you been doing some shoes?
No, but I told her, I was like, I don't think it's gonna happen because Dad, last convocation, I was in Chucks every day except for officially. He's like, I'm gonna need you to do your dress shoes. Like, so I was in dress shoes for convocation. So send me the link and I'll see if she actually says yes.
Gotcha.
She may not.
It's not even just the Chuck format. It's
different, but it works.
It works. I'm not talking about.
I'm about to show you, bro.
Not the glittery joint.
No, the format of a Chuck is just fire 716 your book before you like the big freaking morning. We're going to get the Big Girl Chronicles right here. Big Girl Chronicles. Let's go. Let's get it. Jay Cherie, it's on you.
What's good, everybody? You already know what time it is. It is Big Girl Chronicles, and on this edition, on this, kind of muggy, but marvelous Monday, we're gonna go into how long are you gonna let brokenness be an excuse? So we're gonna hit on this topic in hot topics and even with the question of the day, but. Based on this situation, it has me frustrated to no ends. And I'm a person of grace. I believe in deliverance and everything else. But sometimes we get to the place where, I'm broken. I'm going through this. And it becomes our excuse, which turns into our lifestyle. And it leaves us in a place of mediocrity where we are happy where we are because we're using brokenness as an excuse. And as this frustrated plus-size woman is trying to, help the community become a very positive, energetic, loving, wonderful, and empowered community. I have to point out the fact that sometimes we have to stop pushing past the excuses of this is who we are, this is the place that we're in, and actually strive for greatness. I mean, how long is mediocrity going to be your portion in the place that you were just like, you know what, this is my excuse. I don't want to get to the place of being healed because you're scared of who you will be as a healed person. I have found being in the mental health field that sometimes clients stay in therapy and they stay in the one spot because they like the attention of being broken and they truly do not want to be healed. And sometimes this is definitely the case with us, that the fact of us being healed forces us to become a more mature and greater individual. So we stay in the place of being broken because it brings us attention, but it allows us to be comfortable. In this edition of Big Girl Chronicles, I am pushing you in the spirit, people. Come out of your brokenness because there's so much greater for you. Don't be afraid of the healing process because you have no idea how the healed person can turn into the prosperous person. I just want y'all to do better. Welcome and happy Monday. It's a little intense, but the girl loves you and she doesn't want you to stay in a place of brokenness and shortchange yourself because you refuse healing. Because you're beautiful, you're intelligent, and you're graceful. You're a big girl.
Yeah.
You're a big guy. Y'all big people. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Okay. All right. So, Bigger Chronicles on point as always. The storyline behind this. All right. So, when we get back, the question of the day is virtual cheating still cheating? All right. Storyline. I'm gonna do bullet points. John Gray, Zoom cheated. Is it still cheating? Larry Reed says he's broken. Want to talk to him?
He's not wicked. He's broken.
He's not wicked. He's broken. But then my thing is, and you cannot speak for another man. But is Virgil cheating still cheating? Let's get into it. 5716, Big Frank in the morning. Let's go. Let's get it. Yo, share this right now. Share right now. Gotta figure out why the music is so strong and the vocals are so not as strong.
Is that up here?
I already turned it on a few times already. I didn't tell y'all.
I'm just tired. I'm tired.
But then the music comes through like real strong. It could be double.
On the app, you mean?
No, on here. On here. On the app, I wasn't too bad.
Okay.
Sorry, y'all, for being so intense. I'm just tired, y'all.
So. Oh no, leave it. I was just sometimes doing ones pop up. I just didn't hear it.
It's virtual cheating.
It's virtual cheating. Number one, let's back up. Before we get to
you need to define what virtual cheating is. What is virtual cheating?
Virtual cheating is when you have it
because we talked about regular cheating.
Right.
And if regular cheating is just having the mindset of moving your mentality and feelings onto another person, what is virtual cheating? Virtual cheating then, because technically, if my feelings or whatever is already,
it's still cheating. Period.
I was cheating already.
Technically,
I was already cheating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you virtually cheating, just you talking to
being
some chick on
specific
Snapchat or Zoom,
being specific to this situation.
Having virtual sex.
They were having virtual sex. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Like watching porn.
No, like
watching each other, getting each other off.
Watching each other get off.
Yeah.
And the girl didn't get me in my situation. The girl said.
He left me on.
He left me on.
No. Those are your. That's your fault. You should know you
ran out of battery.
Where's your rose? I don't know where you. Okay.
That's not necessarily true because if he went strong for 2 minutes and they was trying to go and he just knocked out at 2 minutes, I mean, I don't condone it. I don't condone it.
I'm gonna say this, and this gonna sound controversial, but if I last 2 minutes, it's because I know myself. I know what I need. Why you taking so long?
Good morning.
Why you taking so long?
Gotta know when to hold it. It's a little lit. For 8:32 in the morning.
But listen, but that's valid statement. You should know your due diligence. Not saying the one. This is perversion. Okay, let's not think. Let's understand that this is the spirit of perversion. This is not the will of God. Okay,
right.
But the practical of a thing is, if I'm not present. And whether I get to where I get to,
regardless,
you got to do your own due diligence.
No one told you to stop.
Okay,
just because
okay, I'm gonna get out of here. I do not.
Why?
But John Gray and infidelity is not abnormal. And it's not abnormal that it's been emotional and mental attachment.
Gotcha.
It's not abnormal. But I say this because I've known people who've gone through this. That online experience allows you to create a fantasy world that you control. You can create imaging ideas and thoughts that you begin to build a world. In this, I'm gonna just say metaverse. No, it's not.
Right.
But you're creating this. This lifestyle. You can portray and do whatever. Mm-hmm. And what happens is you separate that world from your real world. So you're preaching, you're doing this, but then you go into your little pocket. This is just my little secret situation. Now you've been exposed yet again for your secret situation. But then my thing is, this is where we might have a little challenge here, because saying that he's broken, which might be a fact, doesn't excuse your behavior. Right. But we don't have the right to cut grace from anybody at any point.
It's not cutting grace.
But no, what you said, because they said, we can't say he broke it, we can't say any excuses. I get that element of it. But one thing that we don't know is his heart.
Fact.
Anybody. We don't, and as much as I get frustrated with niggers, I don't know your heart's intent.
Yeah.
I understand deliverance. I understand having a thorn in my side. I understand falling short. I understand being a filthy rag. I understand being comfortable in my mess because I'm afraid what freedom looks like. I comprehend those things. I get those things. The problem that we have with John Gray is that your platform and your pull is a whole lot of
honestly, let me say this: if he was a Buffalo man and they reported on this, like for some, if it, I don't know, somehow turned like into a outside controversy that called the cops, whatever, like domestic argument turns into whatever. The point is, you keep cheating. Like this is my thing. This is not the first cheating. This is not the second cheating. This is not the third cheating. Me personally, as a woman, I could be wrong, and I will say this: I could be wrong. Look at the camera. Could be wrong. I feel like you went virtual, John, so you didn't get caught in public, like in person cheating, because his last 4 cheatings was in person.
But
I would hit him off with this virtual cheating, so it's not technically cheating.
I just feel like broken because I believe this would be number one. If you hear the conversations, the other ones were not all physical; they were emotional attachments. They all
he had 3 other smash.
But what's this? They all were. All cheating wasn't always a physical.
Right.
It was emotional. So what? Let's call a spade a spade. If I battle with perversion, and this is the thorn in my side, and I know that it causes me to want to visitation, okay, and I keep finding myself in this. Because this is my situation. Now, I don't know, yours might be lying. Yours might be something else. But fornication, adultery, happens to be the thing that I can't shake it. Even though I try, we pray, we fast, we don't have conversations, I felt better, but then I find myself back in the same thing and I'm not providing excuses. Let's talk real truth deliverance. Sure. And that sometimes just because somebody has the platform, we neglect the fact that no, he got a problem too. So let's go back and let's figure out the root. Let's go figure out what's the cause. Where does this pull up in? Because we want to apply it.
The only reason why I'm not gonna say I don't have grace for him is because with that kind of deliverance, you need to first admit that you need help. And second of all, get the help. The reason why it's hard for me to believe that, let me switch that. The reason why it's easy for me to believe Larry Reed saying that he's refusing the help is because of something his wife said. His wife said in a public interview, "We don't need no help. The witches and the hoes just need to stay away from my husband."
Now shut up and stop here. I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah. Did you just tell me this?
No. Because this is what I get mad with people when that statement was made. Because you have to understand the dynamics of the situation that he was facing.
Gotcha.
Okay? The dynamic was him being emotionally attached to the help. So when I tell you I don't need help, I'm talking to the women who keep availing themselves to help my husband, because what happened was the help that was so-called given, we got emotional attachments, now we got infidelity. So to the witches and I don't need your help, that's to them.
But she said that in the interview too. They asked him on the couch interview, he was like, "Are you seeking counseling, thing like that?" And she said, "We don't need all that. We got God. The women just need to stay away from my husband." No, your husband is out here smashing too. It's not just the women. Because he has to have something to put his penis in. He ain't just out here, except for the virtual cheating, just doing it by himself.
But I believe it's a two-fold because you're gonna put pressure on him. I say this all the time. You can put pressure on him, and the same ones that's dropping it for real preaching.
Right. But she's never put the pressure on him. She's always blamed the women.
Right.
Well,
that's a problem.
No.
That's a problem.
No, it's not. Because as a wife, I hear you.
Check your man.
No. As a wife, publicly, I'm gonna defend mine.
I hear you.
No,
okay, I hear you.
Publicly.
I hear you.
No,
but at the same time, publicly, you gotta let your man know. Because
how I check my wife at home, you'll never see me check her in public.
Right, but he keep getting checked in public by the public.
That's fine, but as my spouse, as my wife who has the details of my story,
caught out in public.
That's fine.
It's not fine.
I'm gonna tell you why it's fine. Because what we don't know is the conversation that's happening at home. But
we don't know. But at the end of the day, the conversation don't mean nothing if he keep getting caught in public.
She's not required. I don't care what Tyra does in these streets. I will never disrespect her, put her on blast in front of y'all ever.
No.
But watch it. But I'm not saying at home that we're not going toe for toe for this conversation. I'm not going to sound so aggressive.
You might not check Tyra publicly, but you also not gonna check nobody else publicly.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely. If you approach me with a question that you're gonna attack mine, I'm gonna defend her even still.
It's not even attack. It's a, hey, yo, listen, I saw such and such, and you feel me? I'm bringing it to your attention.
You have a video out that you were virtually cheating.
You have there's photos and videos.
Okay, so when Erica Campbell was Erica Campbell's husband, kept cheating on her, and she shot up his car. Like, I remember this episode, it was part of Mary's because she shot up his car. She took accountability for saying, even as a believer, instead of getting what I needed, get the help that I needed, going to counsel what I needed, what I did was I responded by shooting up my husband's car.
Right.
He was out here, he kept cheating, and I didn't get the help that I need. More people respected Erica for saying this was my part of it.
No, nigga, please.
No, I'm serious.
That was a little extreme.
No, because he's like,
don't get me wrong. I was definitely like, yo, you tripping, but I respect the fact that you being honest. That
because
you know,
she said it wasn't like he didn't tell her all the people he cheated with. Like, it was just like every 2 weeks,
Y'all get mad
it was
at
like a new woman, and she's like, nigga, and that was her response. But like her thing was, my accountability is my accountability. My accountability was instead of being the woman of God I was supposed to be at that moment, I shut up his car.
But my second part is this: number one, y'all don't go to his church. Number two, you have. I'm not a listen. Y'all got this false notion of transparency. Okay. Transparency is not a requirement in the kingdom.
For sure.
You told yourself that. You did. So the fact of the matter is, I know who I'm accountable to, who God gave me the flock over. You don't know the conversations I've had with my congregation off camera. You don't know the details. I'm not making an excuse for John Gray. But we have an expectation that we're required some kind of explanation or something. Yeah, it's messy. Y'all got to deal with that for real.
For sure.
And number two, before the public gets it, you don't even know that it's already been dealt with. Y'all just got it.
Right. Legit.
You just found out. Oh, yeah, he got a virtual. Oh, we found out. We knew this 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Y'all just not finding out. We've been dealing with this already. Now we got to Now we got to re-deal with it. We've already dealt with this already.
So we're not gonna do that.
We not. So just because y'all just found out, y'all want to rehash it. We already. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we at where we at, and let me help you. Everybody ain't the same. Don't expect first lady behavior from everybody.
That's a fact.
So she might be full from these streets, and she defended her man. Well, she might want to run up on a female, knock her out, cut her twice, but she's saved now. So for her. But now let's talk.
Let's talk. Okay. So in my marriage,
you ready?
Transparency is not a requirement.
Not a requirement.
But I'm gonna be transparent in this moment. I made my bed and I gotta lay in it.
Absolutely.
Right? So we've had conversations time and time again after getting caught time and time again, but it yet still happened.
Mm-hmm.
She not once checked any female.
Mm-hmm.
Why would she check a female when the females ain't running to me?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I'm doing the chasing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing the texting, and she checking me every time.
Absolutely.
But never checks anybody else because they're not the problem.
But I think the thing you just said. Have I ever seen you checked in public?
No, right. And that's what I'm saying. Absolutely. I haven't been checked in public. I haven't. But what I'm saying is the female wasn't the problem. So there's no need to check the females when the husband is the problem.
I'm going to pause here two terms because the approach is always important. The reason why I say that is because if it is the so-called help, because
okay, I know
because
like you said,
but he denied counseling. Period. Like that.
This time?
No. So the last. No. What I'm saying, like the last. When she said the whole witches and warlocks, that was at church. Okay. When they actually did a sit down interview with him.
Okay.
This is before the virtual. Like when they did a sit down. interview with him, and the person, I can't remember who it was. It was like a female was interviewing him, and she said, well, if this has been a struggle for you, because he said, oh, life was a struggle for me. She said, well, have you sought out the counseling and healing that you need? His wife said, we don't need counseling. The women just need to stay away from my husband.
Now,
so the fact that you won't even acknowledge the fact that your husband needs counseling, it's not the fact of the cheating, it's the fact that you're putting everything on the woman. He has to put his penis somewhere.
But watch this. Let me talk, preacher. Let me talk to Big Frank. Yeah, get here. Now listen. Hat flip twice, okay? Now let me just talk to you real quick. Because yes, a man is drawn away by his own lust, right. Meaning that my desire to penetrate
something else.
Right. But let me just call a spade because some of the women throw themselves at what is leadership. Absolutely. Because the anointing is attractive and that joint got pulled by nature. Absolutely. But when it pulls, I'm responsible to be able to whatever. Exactly. Now, certain people come in. Now, this is when you don't know. You got to get the details of the story. Yeah. Because that which I slept with may have came with the proper intentions at first. Yeah. I came to be a help. Yeah. What y'all need? I'm here to support y'all. If my delivery is this, because I'm in church, the delivery comes sometimes, I want to be a help. No, there's a background agenda. And they might come with pure help intentionally, but get captivated by the oil. Get captivated by the fact, oh my God, he doing it like that? Girl, then little perversion. Right. And then he already has his own. He already has his own. Perversion knows perversion. I can listen to me. I'm not saying I'm a male fox for Lord. I'm married, but I used to be able to identify when my perversion met your perversion. Yeah. Oh, I know what this is. Yeah. I'm responsible in the spirit to make sure I'm under subjection. But if I'm not under subjection and my sons get ejection, y'all need me talking, okay? Then it yields immaculate conception. I'm playing with the word. These are just factors that we have. That there's always multiple scenarios. For sure. Doesn't validate. Because the fact that you commit adultery, you're guilty. Whether it be virtual or non-virtual. Type to non-type. This out here relationship. Go ahead, Daniel. Legit.
I know we're talking about people being accountable.
Yeah.
The third, and we also talking about, the heathens at the church coming to the girl or whatever, and all this other stuff. We're talking about, conversations that he had off camera and things happening on camera.
I think the next song will come in.
But, you know what I mean? Like the biggest thing that we are just jumping over is the fact that he a bishop, right?
He's a pastor.
He a pastor. Okay, he pastor of a mega church, big church, right? So he got people all over the place. Whatever, right? The thing that we're not talking about is that the fact that he has this influence and that he's over so many of these people. You know what I mean? That his the fact that he is continuously in this position, you know what I mean, is a stumbling block for the people in which they follow him. And I feel like that's a big issue. That's a big issue in the problem. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
because his covering has not.
Don't get me wrong.
Said we don't sit him down.
Right. Don't get me wrong. Grace, mercy is always a thing. You know what I mean? We all have our own problems. We all deal with our own things the way that we deal with them. You know what I mean? But at the same time, as somebody and he's human. But as somebody that holds a certain kind of position, you have a responsibility regardless of how human you are or not. No one saying you can't mess up. Nobody's saying that you're not gonna mess up. Nobody's saying that you ain't fighting with demons. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you have this problem, if no one else is checking you should be checking yourself. Like God not putting this stuff in front of you.
It's hard to check yourself. It's hard to check yourself.
God ain't putting this stuff in front of you.
When your spouse has made it okay for you to be checked, not to be checked.
No,
you're comfortable in what you're doing.
I'm just saying.
It's hard for me to believe that, and I'm not saying that I'm not saying embarrass your husband publicly. No, that's not what I'm saying. But if it's become, and this is to the public eye, you this is what I'm saying. You can't be mad at the public for every time your husband cheats, you blame the woman, and then be like, oh, my husband, it's the women that's the problem, and then us get mad at the fact that you're not checking your husband or not even having that.
She don't owe y'all nothing.
This is
I don't owe y'all
for his actions.
But I feel like
because as a leader, we have to be accountable. If I'm here,
you say you gotta be accountable. I am accountable to who I serve directly and to my. We assume I don't owe explanation to everybody that's influenced by me. I do not.
But this is what I'm saying.
When I had a baby with Tyra,
and
I got her pregnant.
Right.
I didn't go on social media and tell the world.
Right.
I didn't go. No. I went to my church, walked up there, we muted the camera, and I told y'all what it was.
Legit.
I was accountable to those in the room and to my pastor, my bishop, the apostle.
Right.
And whoever else knew, they knew. And everybody said what they had to say. They had all the conversation in their words. Oh, you gonna be the man of God? How you ever doing that? Right. But that's not gonna lie. Y'all talking. But I don't owe y'all no explanation.
Fact.
And if y'all come for mine, I'm taking your head off.
Legit.
Period.
But once again, I feel like we veered off when I said it. Like, what I'm saying is that he has, as the position in which he in, as the people that he has under him, that he has a responsibility.
Right,
he has a responsibility to not be a stumbling block in their life. And then the things that we he is doing.
But he can't. He's not going to be held accountable because the person that is his covering also had infidelity issues.
But you can't say that. But this is my thing. We keep talking about him sex exposing. Let's talk about you being a liar, you being a cheater, you being foul.
No, what
you still got secrets in your closet.
No, you were saying he has to be accountable at some point, but you're not going to be held accountable if the person that you are under.
You can't say that though.
What I'm saying,
you can't say that Paul. Oh, I'm not going to do that because I got the thorn on my side. Yes, I am. I'm going to have a greater grace because I've been where you've been. 5716, your boy Big Frank, looking at Big Frank in the morning. The conversation is really shit. I'm like,
everybody.
I get aggressive in the morning. Like once again, I'm not condoning this baby because you make that baby, you gotta lay in it.
Right.
I just got the grace that you can get back up again.
Yes, I believe it. I believe it.
When you seek the help, that's the key.
But I don't own the public.
So I get you with the seeking the help, but when you have a problem, you have a problem. Help can only be so much help.
Deliverance will only come when you want it.
No,
that's
sure.
That's the thing.
And
I
want it when I get caught.
You don't want it right now.
You don't want it right now.
No. That's what I said. I want it when I get caught. Welcome to the believer who goes to the altar. Right. Now that you're caught, now you want to repent. Now you want to change. Mm-hmm. But now you're changing out of guilt and shame.
Right.
And not a true heart posture that I really want to get out of this. So you might get you 6, 4, or 5 a year clean. But we haven't addressed it. Now you feel like you're in a better place. You get caught lacking. Now you're in a conversation. Here you go stirring up again. Here you are again in the same place. And if it's a pattern, that means this is bigger than just I'm facing some problem at home. There's something in me that keeps wanting to go out here and examine other things and do my due diligence, which now reveal, let me put my personal feelings about you aside, because I have them, preacher man, standard, supposed to be somebody, and let's deal with the fact, what's really going on in your world for real? What? And if, nigga, I keep saying it, lust and perversion. Okay, my pastor told me a long time ago, not the apostle, but a preacher will be tested in his sexuality and sex, also in finances and money. These things will try you, but how you respond, and help is important. You have to run to the right person, but just because I run to you, don't mean I got to tell the world that I ran to you. Because it's wise for me to tell you that I ain't ran to nobody. Because I need to put you in, because they can come check for you. They want to interview you. You don't need that sport.
If they try to interview, and this is just from a counseling point of view, if they interviewed the person that they went to and they exposed them, first of all, they're sued for it's breach of confidentiality. So you go to jail and you get a lawsuit.
Yeah, it's not even about exposure.
But the thing,
it's not bringing that attention to my family. No,
but you don't have to say who you're going. You don't have to say who you're going to.
For now, no. We got it. You know.
But like I said, this is just from an outsider's point of view. If you keep saying he don't need counseling, he don't need help, the women just need to stay away.
Like, how many times she said it one time? Like,
she said it on 2 different platforms.
No, the first platform was not.
I'm not talking about church. He's done 3 interviews.
Right. So I need video documentation and context. Because if she said it one time, that's just one time. But what's 3 conversations to 100? I'm doing a whole lot more. I'm just saying. I know we want everybody to be. Then you want to say something? I'm gonna get Daniel off. Let me get the microphone away from my throat, and you go ahead. No facts.
I'm not gonna say too much more. I'm just like it's just at some point in time, you know what I mean? Not so much about him taking accountability, but at some point in time, as a pastor, as somebody that teaches a word to the people, you know what I mean? You're going to have to pray until something changes, and you obviously are, like you said, you get comfortable with it because it's something that you deal with all the time, and just like Jess said, if your wife, not saying that she will ever do it publicly, but even in the private, she not bringing this up as an issue that she having with you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you're going to feel comfortable with doing it. Your wife don't care. God might be hitting you every day, you know what I mean? But he's still giving you fresh download because his people need a word. And you think that that's good enough. And because he's doing that for you, that you don't have to deal with your problem. But you need to still deal with your problem because the people in your church know you have this issue. People in your church are dealing with your problem because they are your flock. So they deal with your stuff like you deal with your stuff. Now they take it a different way, obviously, because you obviously is living your best life out of it. You know what I mean? They can't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that is what I'm trying to say. Like, regardless, like, I understand his wife.
Come on, baby.
You know, I'm surprised that.
Did you make it off the couch?
Yeah, I'm surprised that she ain't divorced him at this point. That's all I'm saying. And that's all I have to say. Because I think that I would have divorced him.
No, so if you talk about grace, you talk about, it is what it is. Would you stay with somebody who keeps cheating on you?
And
over and over again.
Emotionally cheating repeatedly. Now that he has engaged in sexual acts with the person physically, he has emotionally cheated repeatedly.
So,
repeatedly.
Transparency. I heard it with the same effect. It holds the same effect.
Absolutely.
It does. Sometimes emotionally a little bit worse.
Maturing in the way that I am, I feel terrible for my previous action.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm gonna say it's the same because at the end of the day, she gonna still feel like you out here cheating. You feel me? In her mind, you out here cheating. You giving somebody else time, influence, and all this attention, whether it's in person or virtual. You still giving somebody else attention that you could be putting on fixing your marriage or the things that you feel like your marriage are lacking.
Yeah.
But are you staying?
But now I said
somebody keeps cheating.
Now I said so. And you gotta be careful here.
That's why. Hold on.
You finish. Go ahead.
I'm gonna answer that question. Yeah, because your mind is gonna play tricks on you. Your mind is saying, oh, well, he ain't out here cheating. She ain't out here actually giving herself and their self away. But that mental is gonna be like, all right, you ain't did the act. So I can look past that, but at the end of the day, you gotta change that. You know what I'm saying? So people stay.
Yeah, and I'm just
saying if Tyra repeatedly cheats on you.
Yes, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because y'all want to yell out, oh, submit. The Bible says, love your wife like Christ loved the church, and the church has been foul, unfaithful, double-minded, disgusting, and trifling, and I'm supposed to love you still, and still die for you. That's why you submit to me.
I will die for
and that's why I told Hosea, marry this harlot. because of the fact that this is what she do.
Right.
So you know what it feels like with my relationship with Israel. So when you want to start getting into this for real, yeah, hold it down. Number one. Number two, now, the problem with John Gray, as I do a little bit of light research, is the fact that who he ran the run to for help about his marriage was the female that he get emotionally attached to. Stop. So that makes sense why she says, we don't need help, because the people who so-called call themselves helping the marriage is what he's emotionally attached to in the marriage.
Gotcha.
So you got to put, for me, I need more girth.
Yeah.
Because his behavior, he has to own up to that across the board.
Absolutely.
Man, husband, father, preacher, overseer, whatever you got going on. There's consequences to your actions.
Yeah.
And you got to hold weight to that. But I'm not saying you can't rise again, but you can't rise with these females online.
I believe that there is a level of grace. More people, and I think the church world is more upset with John Gray because whether he has not taken accountability for it. That is because
But he has taken accountability for it. He has accepted the fact I've done these things. I've accepted the fact that how I made my wife feel. He's accepted the fact of the consequences that come with it. He has. So that you can't say he hasn't taken responsibility when he has. He hasn't taken responsibility the way that you wanted it to, or the response isn't what we expected, what we wanted to be. And I don't owe y'all that. When I walked up to the church, Bishop could have set me down. He could have said, "You gonna sit down for a minute. We got to elevate you as elder. We about to shut all this down."
Right.
Very much could have, because I was out here still playing in the pudding pots. Okay,
wow.
And he could have, but he did not. Okay, but I still had to deal with the consequences of that decision.
Yeah.
So certain things still didn't happen for me. Certain things were eliminated, and all right now, and I had to change my behavior. It had to take the consequences of these kind of conversations happening about me, and I'm not even in the room.
Right.
But I can hear them. Okay, God. It just had to, and just got to take it.
No, what I was saying was because you was just real intense. So when the first one broke, I'm gonna just do timeline. When the first one broke, he was video at the church live. He said he was like, as a man, I made an error, and this was my error. Blah 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 blah. Right after he was accountable in the first live at his live service. His wife came behind, and that's when that one leaked. Mm-hmm. It wasn't, it's the women, it's the witches, it's da 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 da. The second time wasn't as big. The second time he cheated wasn't as big, but his wife did a live and was like, the story's out there. The problem is these women is coming from my husband. They don't know their place. They need to stay away from my husband. He didn't say nothing. The wife went live. So when the third situation happened, when the third alleged situation happened, also wasn't equally as big. Wife did the same thing. She went live. I told these raggedy women, stay away from my husband. He never said anything, never took accountability. Now we have virtual cheating. And the reason why he was outed is because he promised this woman money, cars, and a house. He didn't come through.
You gotta feed the fantasy.
No, I'm not saying that.
No, I'm just saying.
She outed him because up until this point, nobody knew he was virtually cheating until she was like, oh, he promised me cash apps and money. He promised me this car. He promised me housing. He didn't come through none of this. I'm telling. So now we have another situation, and then Larry Reed comes forward and says, my brother's not wicked. He's just broken. And if he told his story, you would understand why he's out here doing what he's doing. That's no excuse.
It's not an excuse. It is MC Hammer life situation. We hear the reports, but when you see the details of the story, this is how he got here.
Right.
Because I'm not giving an excuse, but when you, for example, I'm just using this example because you're my sister. Mm-hmm. You're gonna have more grace for somebody battling sexually and their identity or that journey because you had your own experience.
Right.
You're gonna have more grace for somebody with infidelity because you've been through it.
Right.
I'm gonna have more grace for somebody in identity and finding who you are in that discovery of self because I've been through it.
Yeah.
And because I've been through it, I get it.
Right.
To somebody else, it's like, no, he done. They done deal. Shoot, slice and dice them.
Yeah.
But to sin, there are consequences. Right. To pastoral being leader, there's a responsibility. Right. But just because I have a worldwide influence, I'm responsible for the flock that God gave me.
For sure.
So T.D. Jakes just got roasted for having on leopard print red outfit and a man purse dancing with his wife.
Yeah.
No,
but he was just dancing with his wife.
But watch this. But there's been scandal. There's been his children been attacked. These are things that happen. And he owes no, listen, let me talk to the Potter's House and the Potter House affiliates that are attached to this. This is what's really going on. This is happening. This is this. So no matter what y'all saying out here, bam.
Right.
I don't owe the world.
No. I don't think you owe the world anything. You know,
he don't owe me nothing.
Right. He don't owe me nothing. Like I said, my thing is the whole thing about him being somebody to the people in which he followed him. And also, that's you gotta also the thing that's why the thing I was saying.
So in this situation, I'm gonna just say it this way. Pastor John Gray, if you have a problem and you slip up again.
And we will, unfortunately.
Call fire service.
I'm not gonna say don't let your wife speak for you, but at some point, remain silent. The only reason why I'm saying that because women, I'm being honest. The reason why a lot of people have become frustrated with the behavior is based on the comments of his wife saying it's all the woman's fault.
Listen, her person, she's different. I don't know what I want her to be. This is my thing.
I want to be.
Because
you have to be honest with yourself.
No, and she is. But if she wasn't safe and in these streets, she's the woman that's gonna come and fight the female. I'm not saying that is right.
That's stupid.
But that's her. That's who she is. And just because she's saved now doesn't mean that the personality of defending the man that she's with changes. Right. So he didn't tell her to go lie. I can't stop that woman from wanting this to be a defense to me. Baby, do you, boo. Do you, boo. Listen, it's Big Frank. Listen.
I'm trying to break it.
Personal cheating is not okay. We'll be back in a few. We'll get into local hot topics. Let's go into Soundfire 716 Big Frank in the morning.
Like I was trying to say,
put an ID when you come out of that break.
I was just trying to say that.
Yeah, I got it. Ain't go right there.
What's hitting me the most was that kept coming to mind was David. David killed a man to be with his wife, and his man came and was like, "Yo, bro, like he ain't make it. He ain't put it out there. It wasn't out there for the world. He just like, yo, bro, you tripping." Because you tripping, this is what God gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
They had social media back in the day. They would hashtag
him all day.
King Pot.
You know what I'm saying? But that's all I'm saying. Is that specific thing? You want to go to that?
He's like hashtag King Pot. That's what David King Pot.
But the Bible, this is what the Bible says: put your trust in no man.
Right.
But period. He says that.
That's all.
As amazing as my apostle is, it was I love him.
That's all I was saying.
You are able to fall at any moment. You are able to mess up at any moment.
Right.
Things change, mentally change. Life is real.
I mean, but it's not. I will say this from a therapist's point of view. It's not all him. Because if you, as a therapist, you are perceptive. You are built to read people. If you felt like your client, i.e. John Gray, was getting an emotional attachment towards you, that's when you break the counselor. I'm gonna recommend you to somebody else that is trustworthy, that holds the same standards as me. So there was no.
But let's talk about it, because if they single, this feels good.
You don't need to be honestly.
Don't get me wrong.
You don't need to be a therapist.
I just seen Bad Boys, and I know Will Smith had it at the time, but Mike Lowry, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you're right, in the real world, mentality, as a therapist, you should. By law, you have to break that off.
You have to break that by law.
Because if you don't,
but by law, you should.
I'm not.
Because if anything happens, you lose your licensing. You'll lose your licensing.
But just be clear, I'm not saying that he was talking to counselors.
Right.
It's people being your friend, availing themselves. Hey, and they're around you and your wife. I'm availing myself. But at home, listen, let marriage hit you. Let's walk into it. You walk into the room. But marriage has highs and lows, good days, bad days, ups and downs.
Every day.
Where y'all feel each other and you're not. And sometimes the right wrong circle can be around.
Legit.
Or just being a listening ear. And that's all you needed for the moment.
Right.
But too many listening ears now. The same, and it might be the same ear, but now it's like y'all talking about other stuff.
Right.
These things don't always, it's not, how at you, girl, let me get at you. No.
And this is why I read. That's why. This is why the TV host was like, "Are you seeking out counseling?" Because in that kind of case, that counseling keeps you safe. I'm gonna be honest, like an integral therapist, it keeps you safe. You're protected by law. But if a situation, as a single woman right now, once I finish my master's degree, get my provisional license, I don't think I'm gonna be still single then. But you never know what God's will is. If I am still single, God, please single. But if I'm still single, after I get my licensure, and one of my clients comes in, hey, I need help, blah, 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 and he has an emotional attachment to me, or I become attracted to him. My responsibility as a therapist is to say, I need to recommend you to somebody else. You don't have to tell them, oh, it's because of emotional attachment. You can be like, listen, my caseload has shifted, things is different, I need to recommend you to somebody else. It's your responsibility as a therapist. The fact that his wife was like, we don't need therapy, we don't need counseling.
But I just keep hearing an emotional response to the situation. I'm really not necessarily thinking as, we don't need no help at all. I think it's like, no, y'all females.
Right.
When you say help is a trigger word because they came to help.
Right.
You know, there's so many layers. There's too many layers to these things, and a variety of situations.
Because with this particular situation, allegedly, because we're using the word allegedly, the young lady said that he DM'd her first, and she said because the picture, like, it wasn't like an actual picture of him when he first DM'd her, so they started talking. He changed his profile pic. It's him. She was like, oh shoot, this is Pastor John Gray. Okay, well I'm in it now.
Get out of it now.
No, that's what I'm saying. She took her. She was responsible. She was like, well, I've been doing this with this pastor. I'm in it now. Whatever. He said he's gonna take care of me. He didn't come through with it.
You're feeling hurt.
Like no, but
no. Because now I'm definitely gonna look at you crazy because at the end of the day, once you realize, oh, this ain't who I thought it was, and this ain't somebody that I should be dealing with, you had the conscious decision to keep going.
Yeah. So, I would say she was right. There's no way in any way she was right in this situation.
This is unfortunate,
but he has a responsibility. Like he has to be more responsible. Like regardless if she was right or wrong. He had a responsibility.
She was no way right because I was like, oh, you didn't provide for me, you didn't give me what you said, so now I'm out of here. But I don't think she was right.
These are the things that and for him, is blown up 3 times bigger because he's right. Because
right. If this is anybody,
but let's call a spade a spade. If God decided to reveal our secrets and put them out there for real, none of us would be efficient enough.
Right.
This song is disgusting. I told my wife, this is it.
This is another 90s song.
Yeah, but who knows figure eight was? I didn't.
808. That whole 808 is a vibe that the sound puts out.
Yeah.
To put you in a certain place. Mentally.
But the figure 8.
Yeah.
Listen to these words.
Eternal.
You get what I'm saying? You know, probably.
No, not yet.
Boom of the 808, but I'm doing a figure 8. Making circles like a figure 8.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just do the whole situation. But it's always hard.
I got questions.
It's a 90s song.
I got questions about it, but I'm gonna ask. I will have to ask her about it. How do you figure it?
Nah. Sometimes you just don't answer. You just don't answer online.
Don't mean I don't. I say.
Pay attention. Not your shit.
Baby, what are you doing?
Trey was like, yeah, bro.
Bum, bum.
But yeah, no, so that's John Gray. Welcome to the first hour and 14 minutes of the
Good morning.
of the morning show.
We about to get a hot topic, y'all.
Thanks, John Gray. An hour about John Gray.
Good.
We hope that he gets deliverance he needs.
You use them 2 segments indirectly.
I'm just saying.
We did the broken excuse.
Legit.
I want him to get better, but he got to get better.
Yeah, definitely so.
At the end of the day, he won.
It's because church is on.
Crenshaw's Chicken and Waffles, currently located at 701 Kensington Avenue in the city of Buffalo, New York. Come and get a taste of the greedy Greg chicken sandwich with a famous and amazing slap sauce. And don't forget those specialty waffles, red velvet, cookies and cream, Cinnabon, only at Crenshaw's Chicken and Waffles. Place your orders now at Crenshaw'sChickenandWaffles.com. That's Crenshaw'sChickenandWaffles.com. Pull up to 701 Kensington Avenue in the city of Buffalo, New York. That's
Come create at Hanley Studios, 545 Main Street, Niagara Falls, New York. Poetry, improv, comedy, music, and more. Hanley Studios, available for renting. We have lights, sound, and stage equipment. Hanley Studios, 545 Main Street, Niagara Falls, New York. We provide live streaming. For more information, call 716-371-2780, extension 2, 716-371-2780, extension 2.
Fire 716 Radio, serving the best in urban and inspirational music.
It's Fire 716.
Let's go. It's Big Frank in the morning. Jay Cherie keeping it going. We got them hot topics, local news, and BGC flowing. We got Big Kev on the air. Dark Knight flying in here. It's Fire 716 and we rocking it here. Hey.
Trying to make look good with God.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's where they go.
he's like, no, they go in your mouth because it's snacks.
Got you.
Gamma.
Give me a picture of you real quick. One more time. Hey.
Excited about it.
No, for real.
He's like, ooh, pictures of me. If nothing else, at the baby shower, I realized Trey chased a silver balloon all around the room for hours. Like, because this one kid had the silver balloon. Everywhere that silver balloon went, he followed, bounced on his knees, back and forth. I was like, dude, just get up and walk and grab the balloon.
Right.
He was so mad because people were trying to make him walk yesterday. Like, at one point, he just started to cry. He was just like, ah! Like, stop trying to make me walk. I do what I want. Yeah. He's like, I do what I want. I walk when I feel like it. Y'all gonna stop making me trying to walk. He's like, I'm gonna keep rebelling. The more you keep pushing, the longer I'm gonna take the walk.
Right when he's supposed to, ain't you, boy?
Right. It's gonna be like that Huggies commercial where you see the baby slide off the couch and take off running. That way he can get his own snacks. Trey gonna be in the kitchen with the kitchen door open.
Snack door.
Getting all the snacks.
How you get the paper anyway? Where you come from?
Oh, there's more pieces.
Because you continuously are ripping them apart, sir.
I was like, there's more pieces. There's 2 pieces by your arm.
Because that's what he do. He sit here, he just
He murked the food out the meatballs yesterday.
Oh, they eat. Hey, we was the Chinese buffet. Turn that fried and chicken out. All right, look at the hot topics. Rock with us.
rockin', roll. Let's go.
I gotta leave here exactly at 10.
No, Sam, we had an appointment in Buffalo for the girls.
Eric said the meatballs were slim and they were good. By the time the chicken came, I wanted nam, like nam chicken whatsoever.
I got to my fire with it. It's not happening with my son here.
I got I got two New York straight strip steaks sitting in my refrigerator. I need to cook today. I need to cook it today so that like it don't turn that ugly color brown.
Just because it's brown don't mean
it's bad. Because you know what? Hey, because it's like it's bad, but then I can age it for a month and still eat it. Get out of my face. I've been wasting food all the time. This what that is? This is aged food. This is not spoiled. This is aged.
It's legit.
It's like how did you age it?
It's Asian salt. Did
you beat it until it reached a certain age? Like,
they've been putting it in for years.
Right. You beat slavery. You beat the slavery out of it. You beat the slavery out of it.
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank, like the Big Frank in the morning. What it is, what's up? In the room, girl Jay Cherie, come on here.
You know it.
Daniel, the Dark Knight, and my boy Trey is here as well.
Littlefoot.
You know he's here in the background, it's him being who he is. Thank you, I'm a favorite girl. But it is hot topics. Michael Jackson, no. Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey break up.
Oh yeah, she with a new dude every few months.
First of all, they were together for a year.
No, but true valid, but with a year, but a few months.
Right. After it said it's just a few months.
They were together a minute. Somebody said that allegedly he was trying to go all the way, like he wanted the long term. And she about her dad. I'm just going to visit here. Okay, Steve, you're not here visiting marriage.
Listen.
But apparently they're both heartbroken about it. They're both hurting about it. So there could be a chance of reconciliation.
They want the same thing. I feel like somebody want to bigger.
But no, heartbreak causes you to reevaluate. Reevaluate me like
I feel like she heartbroken every couple months.
Yeah.
Like what's her relationships? I need her schedule. Not her schedule. What's her track record? Who you been with?
She's been with like 4 people before him.
Was you with Diddy's son?
Yeah.
Yep.
And Diddy?
Okay, so let's
left you for your father.
She tried to.
Right, that happens. Okay, generational curses. We looking at guys. Michael B. Anthony Jordan and Lori Harvey's breakup pattern.
So she tried.
Okay,
that's all you know.
Lord Jesus.
Okay.
Let's talk about it. Like,
from Future to Michael B. Jordan.
So we got Michael B. Jordan. So you got Future.
So you started in the wrong direction.
Then we have Diddy's son and Diddy.
Yeah, he started in the wrong direction, and then
she's had a lot of guys.
Yeah, but it looked bad, Lori.
I just need a list.
Yeah, but you know, she's a beautiful young lady, and sometimes it's like women empowerment. I am. No, I am too. That's not the
no. Me too.
Why can women do it? Trey?
Oh, yeah. She dated Trey Songz?
Yeah. There's a timeline. Okay,
so
let's go.
Past boyfriend.
17,
started dating, romance, engaged to Dutch soccer player.
Okay, that's enough.
2018.
Oh, he trash.
With Memphis. Okay. Justin Combs, son of. After that, Justin reportedly dating Trey Songz.
Then Diddy.
Justin's dad after Trey. Okay. Then we go 2020. She was with Future. Got you. And now she went to
Michael B.
That's I'm allowed to date. Let me experience all kind.
No, she's toxic, babe. Like she's Britney Spears.
But she's a beautiful young lady. But
she finds what you're looking for.
I know. John Gray.
Before wife.
John Gray is 19, so I'm not going to
try to preach it.
Virtually. Virtual dating. I don't know. He got to do 5 things. Philadelphia shooting results in 3 people dying.
Yes.
Yesterday morning.
But the crazy thing is, over the weekend, there was 4 shootings that have ended up 30 people getting shot and 10 to 12 people dying over the week, just over the weekend.
It was
I'll be doing that.
It was a group.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
About 15 people.
Oh, we talked about John Gray enough for today.
Yeah.
Then again, Michael Vick announces that he is coming out of retirement.
At the age of 41. Yes.
Come on,
They
Vick.
announced he's coming out of retirement. We'll see.
If the white man can do it, why can't he?
Listen.
Right. So, listen, what time is it?
9:74.
When we get back into local news, it's the stuff with that. Mike Ross has been really on the map for foul behavior. Let's go down first. Let's see Big Frank in the morning. Let's go. Let's get it. Boy,
It was good, Troy, but then like all your spit came on me at once.
oh,
Which I wasn't mad about, but I was like, man, I wish I had a paper towel right then and there. That was like,
yeah.
that's cool. It's
Mike
cool,
Vick coming
bro.
back?
Yeah, he said he's coming out.
They going to a different league though. He's not playing in it though, right?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm not
Or
sure.
they say it's going to like do my man Ice Cube league or something like that.
I don't know. He just said he's coming out of retirement at the age of 41.
I know this guy.
But that other meatballs, what you said.
I know this guy. I know the person. Hey Wes.
Oh yeah.
I know you personally.
I guess update needed.
I know you personally.
See, it's cold in here. My legs is cold.
Everybody knows
Let's
this.
go. Look, AC's on.
Huh?
82, yeah.
Everybody knows
But it's gonna be hot.
You know,
Yeah.
It's gonna be scorching.
It's gonna be 83, but that's just a regular. It's gonna be like
That's all.
it's gonna be like
I
a
just take care of
That's
it. I will leave my house.
It's gonna be like a song.
Foggy tonight.
Yeah.
I'm excited to
Today
be in my house.
having a fan is not gonna help.
No, you gotta have AC.
I went whole summer without AC.
Oh no, I'm not saying.
I don't do AC. I don't do well with AC. Like AC, I get sick every time. Like I'm gonna go home and take cold meds because I've been in AC for almost 2 hours. Like even because after church yesterday we had the air conditioner in. I woke up this morning. No, that's the thing. I woke up this morning stuffy. And my chest is hurting, and that's just how I am. Every time I encounter AC, I get sick. Every time. So I'm doing proactive measures.
Oh yeah, every day.
Taking meds now.
The A is on C.
I was like, proactive measures, get some medicine.
I'm gonna be outside as long as before it's raining.
Is you sleeping?
Before it rains, that's what it is.
Huh?
As long as you like do whatever you're gonna do before it rains. Like it's not supposed to rain till like 6 or something like that.
I want to
But it's still gonna be 83. It's still gonna be 83 degrees.
I just want to wash it. 2 weeks ago.
You got it done 2 weeks ago? Last week.
Last week.
I was gonna say, I was like, you just get your hair done.
No, I said I want to wash it.
Don't you like get it? I don't know nothing about it.
Sorry, I play with my son.
My hair get washed. I used to get washed and then get my hair done at the same time. And never did it.
No, because it is lock and crockle, so it's not gonna unravel.
Right.
I don't know.
I had a second retwist, so I definitely know it's not gonna unravel. Oh no, no nephew, no, because Daddy can't replace the MacBook and Auntie needed the stuff. He needed the stuff. Yeah, no, come here. I know you can. Oh, just miss me. And you can't be jumping on me. Jumping on me. Oh, you like the earrings? Jumping on me.
Armed suspect shot after. No, that's the situation.
Hey, jumping on me.
They said it was a domestic situation, but it's weird. I got the story all about. They even talking reports.
I feel like something happened.
No, Niagara Falls. Listen, there's a page called Niagara Action. You gotta follow. Niagara Action, because it talks about
Everybody jumping on me.
it's a local
I
job.
feel like something
Everybody jumping on me. You really like that.
They also today at 10 a.m. they're signing it's more intense gun regulations. Yeah, they got it. You can't, and then body tactical gear is illegal if you don't have a valid reason for it.
Okay. All right.
You see yourself on the camera?
We're gonna have to debate that one.
Yeah.
That's the middle one.
That's what I'm saying. That's debatable because listen,
My
niggas dying every day.
My thing is having tactical gear and having a gun is two totally different.
It is, and there's a difference between tactical gear and a bulletproof
and
vest.
a vest. Like
There's a difference between a bulletproof vest.
you out here.
I might be more
Hey,
upset.
oh,
Right, like you about to go to combat.
nah, bro.
Okay,
You
look questionable.
we're carrying that for that.
Right.
Double negative.
I don't know if he's black. I don't know if he's white. I don't know what he is, but this Negro is out here.
Infinity was stolen yesterday
This Negro out here.
and driven to Buffalo.
Oh wow.
No, that's a lie. I don't know what happened. It was stolen from a tavern.
See your car parking at your mama's house. No, probably at your aunt's house. Anything's my birthday. It's repeat. Weekend. So yesterday was Pentecost. I thought it was. I found it funny that the gay parade happened. I thought that was really ironic. I thought that was very ironic. I was like, oh yeah. It's like, oh, okay.
We'll come in after this.
Gay pride parade.
Gay pride is always the first weekend in June.
Yeah. They was talking about it at work, and now they was like, they was like, I love going to the parade. It was like, but like, it's not for kids. Like, they just dress wild. And it was like, that's cool that they freedom, but they be
having the kids dressed up.
Nah, they be talking about how like people just be out there, but naked.
Yeah, that's.
They
But what I'm saying is, parents will the same-sex parents will dress their kids up in rainbow garb and take them out there.
No, which is fine. I don't care if you got rainbow stuff on. I'm talking about not having no clothes on at this public parade. This what I'm saying.
He got his booty cheeks out.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
It's usually the same two guys with their booty cheeks out. They've been doing this since when I was out there.
And roller skates.
Right.
Coming out.
And rainbow socks.
You don't got pants on, you got a sleeve. That was gonna see your knees. Nothing here. Like, just look.
They turn booty shorts, they cut them so it basically looks like a thong, like a jean thong. And out there in rainbow socks.
It's out here, but usually her butt naked.
Right on the same float as a drag queen.
That's all. That's my thing. Don't being out here butt naked and being out here in garb is super naked. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
I was like, that ain't changed.
It's still a public event, you know what I mean? Anybody can come, you know what I'm saying? You don't have no issue with the gay parade. It looked fun, it looked cool, you know, whatever, cool. What do you think? You know what I'm saying? But like at the same time, you know what I mean? You know, people got their kids coming, like, and you just out here you made me feel mighty real. Nothing on. Like,
I don't endorse it, but if you were ever just desolate for alcohol and marijuana, Pride is the best time to get it because people are just giving alcohol out and weed out for free.
That's a little sketchy. Probably put some like ecstasy, something. I'll be out here like.
Right. It wasn't hot yesterday.
Right.
You just out here just like this.
It was freezing a few seconds ago.
No, because they have like certain floats have like, oh, you can come to this bar, you know, free drinks. That's a poor person thing. Like,
You can figure that out.
I don't really see, you know. Not like I ain't been.
Like I said, I don't promote it. Just saying. Because there are a lot of very genuine white people.
Good morning, y'all. Good morning.
Who want to help your goal of getting drunk.
It's always like country lady. And you know how I feel about white people holidays. So I cannot celebrate such things.
I can't knock it because it's actually part of my heritage.
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank. You're locked in the Big Frank in the morning. Locked in the room with me is Jake Sharif, Dark Knight, and Kev on air. What it is? What's up? No. Local news real quick. A child is hit by a vehicle in Buffalo at the Throwbridge Street.
Yes, sustained serious injuries and is in the hospital.
The what street?
The Throwbridge Street.
I don't know.
I think is where that one street where that drawbridge goes up.
Oh, you're talking about going on Ohio Street?
I think so, yeah.
Why is he crossing the street there? The only thing on that corner is a bar.
Right. No, I think that street across, from, like, you know when the drawbridge goes up? So I want to say it's right around there, where that part where it's connected to the
where
yeah.
Gotcha.
But the child is not, sustained serious injuries, so. Not
Rochester man died in Amherst crash.
Yes.
Now here we go. Niagara Falls armed suspect shot after the officer was stabbed. Let's pause here. Let's reverse. Let me get some details about this story. All right, so this is the original report on June 3rd. All right. Niagara action. Niagara Falls Police reported to the area of 80th Street, Niagara Falls Boulevard on Friday, June 3rd, after initial report of a domestic in progress behind the Rite Aid. Police made contact with the male party who became hostile toward the officers. During the altercation between the male and police, the officers attempted to use a taser and OC spray. This did not subdue the suspect. The male pulled out a knife and stabbed one officer in the back. The male party was then shot at least one time by police. The officers who were stabbed was transported to the local hospital with minor injuries. The male suspect was transported to the hospital with serious injuries, and no further information is available at the time. Now that's on June 3rd. Now somebody posted prior to that person got shot, only had paper towels in their hand, leaving the store or something crazy, and they got just shot. But somebody said that from Taco Bell. Across the street. So, all right, hold on. Then there's another one. I have my pictures together, which is the same story, with more information. Give me one moment, guys. Photo, and image, and image, and image, So, same situation. Niagara Falls police are investigating an incident during which Niagara Falls police officer was shot and an armed suspect. On July 2nd, shortly after 5 p.m., responding to a call for a suspicious person. Now, wait a minute. Was it domestic or was it a suspicious person? Officers approached the suspect behind Rite Aid at 80th Street in Niagara Falls Boulevard. During the interaction, the suspect tried to get away from officers and refused to comply with the commanding officers. Used a taser with no effect on the subject. At that time, the suspect pulled out a knife from his pocket, charged the officer, stabbed the officers in the back, and the suspect then attacked the second officer, at which point the other responding officers shot him. Officers on the scene immediately began rendering first aid until the medical personnel arrived. The suspect is a 29-year-old male taking ECMC and is currently in critical condition. The officer was stabbed, sustained minor injuries in his back and arm. The investigation is ongoing. No further information at this time. Now.
Wait, they took him all the way to Buffalo?
They want that.
Yo!
They want him to die. He probably just said, don't take me more. More hospital.
No, I'm just playing. ECMC is actually really good.
Well, it's for trauma.
It's for trauma.
Yeah.
But was it domestic or was it a suspicious person? Then who called?
We had a Karen call. That's what that was.
Yeah.
Because Rite Aid probably didn't call. There's a suspicious person walking around our building.
Yeah.
There's a suspicious person.
80th is a good prominent. Somebody's car was stolen. 2 cars were stolen in Niagara Falls over the weekend. One was recovered. The other one's just still going. So
it's like New Jersey out here in Niagara Falls, man. Y'all get right. People sold cars out here.
Yeah. This is the same story.
Okay.
But
it came up as 2 separate stories.
Yeah, that's the joint. Like,
that's great.
Was
the stories mixed up?
No, because they had it happened at Rite Aid. At Rite Aid, it was a domestic and suspicious person.
Right.
They both were stabbed. No. So this had to be the same story. But it's a lot going on. I was stabbed responding to a domestic call.
So Karen was caring.
Yeah, but see, this is the part. Also was stabbed but responding to a domestic call. That's one. Then Niagara Falls arrested suspect shot after the officer was stabbed. These is the same
story.
Same story. But was it domestic call?
Or was it
a suspicious call? Maybe.
Well, no, because Karen could have been like, oh my God, this guy following me and I feel like he's hostile.
Man,
they'd be like, oh, it's a domestic dispute because it's at a certain residence. And so they put it as domestic, but it's actually a Karen.
Yeah, I just pray for Niagara Falls. We're going through a lot. We're stealing cars.
Shooting people.
Stabbing cops.
Stabbing cops.
Going all over the ECMC.
Right. And somebody was on a post already talking about another Karen. She was like, Jones say he was shot, and compared it to the Buffalo situation. But I said, you know what, Karen?
My thing is with that, nobody said that. Okay, 1, 2. don't come up here because I already know Blue Lives Matter is coming out your mouth next, and I'm gonna look at you sideways. Okay, like I'm looking at you sideways.
Right.
Sideways. Okay, like yo, not even that serious. B.
Right.
Calm it down.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was a thing happened. Somebody who didn't want to obviously get arrested. They fought getting arrested. This is what happened. You don't see no black people tripping out about it. Like, you shot my man. No, yeah. He
stabbed
he stabbed you. He was supposed to shoot. You know what I'm saying? So like, okay, I get it, bro.
Oh, on side note, real quick, while I think about it, this Thursday at 6 o'clock, prayer circles happening at the corner of Portage and Walnut. So you got time to pull up. All right, your boy Big Frank. We'll be back, 5716. Big Frank in the morning. Let's go. Let's get it. Look at it.
Oh yeah, Frank.
Bake it. Bake it. Bake it. Bake it. Bake it. Get it. Bake it. Bake it. Bake it. Get it. Bake it. Bake it. Bake it. I told my shorty I'm coming through. I'm coming. No.
What?
It's something about a country twang that I do better with.
Oh yeah.
Bake it.
You ever try to read like somebody lyrics, but read it in a northern way? Like I told my shorty that I was coming through.
Was shorty coming through? She said, "What you do?"
I told a homie that I was.
Oh, you ain't mad at me today, but that's okay.
Right.
Crenshaw's Chicken and Waffles, currently located at 701 Kensington Avenue in the city of Buffalo, New York. Come and get a taste of the Greedy Greg chicken sandwich with a famous and amazing slap sauce. And don't forget those specialty waffles, red velvet, cookies and cream, Cinnabon, only at Crenshaw's Chicken and Waffles. Place your orders now at Crenshaw'sChickenandWaffles.com. That's Crenshaw'sChickenandWaffles.com. Pull up to 701 Kensington Avenue in the city of Buffalo, New York. That's Crenshaw's Chicken and Waffles.
Come create at Hanley Studios, 545 Main Street, Niagara Falls, New York. Poetry, improv, comedy, music, and more. Hanley Studios, available for renting. We have lights, sound, and stage equipment. Hanley Studios, 545 Main Street, Niagara Falls, New York. We provide live streaming. For more information, call 716-371-2780, extension 2, 716-371-2780, extension 2.
Fire 716 Radio, serving the best in urban and inspirational music.
It's Fire 716.
Let's go. It's Big Frank in the morning. Jay Cherie keeping it going. We got them hot topics, local news, and BGC flowing. We got Big Kev on the air. Dark Knight flying in here. It's Fire 716 and we rocking it here. Hey.
Yeah, that's 12 right there.
That's 12.
Might be a little snug, but it's on them. Yeah, I don't have time. The discomfort is not prepared.
Legit. You don't know the difference right now anyway.
What is this, a pin or just decoration?
It's a pin.
Oh, it did not turn it out. It did not. All right, here we go.
What beat am I dropping?
I mean, it doesn't matter. You just gotta go.
Hey, Mark went to go see Dave Chappelle. What's up? Johnson. What were you saying?
I just feel like I can't do nothing socially until I'm rich.
That's
Because
right.
like my goals are like, I don't even say my goals. My standards for enjoying life are like be out of my reach right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like if I can't go to a concert and get like VIP, I'm not going. If I can't go to the comedy show and sit like first 5 rows, I'm not going. If I can't travel first class, I'm not going. Like if I can't fly first class, I'm not going. Or if I can't drive, I'm not going.
Look at that. Look at this. You're wrong, that's mentality, bro.
No, for sure.
That's what the grind is for. Mentality is what the grind is for. Yeah. I ain't mad at you. But on the other hand, you know, I'm gonna take my time and, you know, step in the name of love.
No, for real.
Well, see, depends on what it is. Because I don't like flying. I'm at this point, I'm too big to fly regular. I got flying business at this point.
Yeah, man, listen. I had first class one time.
It's too big for me.
And I was like, yeah. And it was off like on some like fluke type.
Yeah.
You feel me? We're gonna put you in first class.
I flew first class because I gave up my seat so a parent can sit with their child.
Ooh.
And they were like, "Oh, we're just gonna bump you up to first class because you were so nice about like giving up your seat." And I was just like, "This is nice."
Look at dog.
Yeah, because I had a terrible trip, so I feel like God was like, "I got you." Oh, I'm sorry. Did I not let you sit back further?
Snow Allegra.
Allegra.
That would be it.
Now I see why y'all don't want to carry him when he sleeps.
Yeah, he just dead with it.
He is heavy.
I will say,
I'm trying to get Aiden on some. Get Aiden away.
Are you getting Frank talking to him around? He goes back to sleep.
I told him why. I told him around so that when I gotta move him when he get bigger, it ain't gotta be gentle. Good morning, y'all. About to spit some bars in a minute.
He's not gonna finish talking. He ain't gonna go. And even if he did, it would have been 2 minutes of rocking. He would have run right back to sleep. Honestly, I feel like I should go into a side job of being a professional putting babies to sleep. Because like
professional baby
a
sleeper.
professional baby sleeper. Because like people used to give me their babies because I would rock them to sleep. She's like, I can't get them to sleep, and I would rock the babies to sleep. How do you do that? It's the boots.
Y'all feel kid, man. Some kids just
I'm just freestyling.
I know, like Aries, 3 J, they need to hear your heartbeat. They lay on you. So my nephews, they fall asleep to your heartbeat. So just holding on you ain't gonna work.
You've been checking for new music?
With your chest.
I am not.
Okay.
Oh, check the inbox because I had to like 3 people sent messages and I was like, please send your music to fireservice@gmail.com because they inboxed the music.
Yeah, they ain't saying nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I ain't got no. I haven't seen emails from a person.
Yeah, they sent the music in the inbox, and I was like, please send your music to Fire Service. We're not gonna keep checking inboxes for y'all music, dude. Like, you gotta stop.
but yeah,
Stop being lazy.
my cousin got people sending music to the station. Maybe listen for it. So
I need a. I'm gonna need.
They sent it when?
within the last month. Last time I seen him like 2 weeks ago, he was like, "Man, I've been sending music, listening and waiting and listening and waiting." I'm like, "Did y'all send it to the right one this time?" Yeah.
You sure? Or did we listen to it? Maybe shit is trash.
I paid off with that. They said Sunday.
What is that?
Somebody sent me something, but I need radio editor. I go through them. I pick a day. They have radio editor.
I'm glad you doing it. Could be me, because I'll be like, it's trash. It's trash. And they send an email telling you, go to the store, do it again. Send me something else.
You coming in?
Yes.
This one right here was not it.
Because I remember like doing Uber and this dude was like, let me listen to my stuff. And like from the beginning, I was like, this is trash. Like
I might have this one. They caught me on the way. Just made a video. It was like, what's it going? Yeah. I ain't like it either. Me neither. I'm gonna go
Hannah raps. Not your sister. Hannah.
Refuge. Hannah. Bad Hannah.
Not bad.
Fire 716, your boy Big Frank, like the Big Frank in the morning. What is what's up? I pray all is well. I hope you are doing good right where you are. Listen, it's going down this morning. Big Frank in the morning, Jay Cherie, Daniel Dark Knight, on air, Trey Sleep. Listen, we're going to get into it real quick. Give your words of wisdom. I'm not going to put the pressure on you all to drop bars, but I'm going to try to wrap mine out in a minute. But Jay Cherie, what you got for the people?
be accountable.
Be accountable.
And get the help you need to make it.
The help you need to make it.
That's it.
This is a season of showing that you're a good steward.
Good stewardship. Say less. Kev.
Stay focused on the things that God puts in front of
Boom.
Boom. All right, here we go, guys.
Come on, hip
Boy, Big Frank, what is this? You better drop these bars. Hit the beat for me real quick. You know what I mean? Drop that joint. No matter
Yo,
what.
DJ D-Rex.
Drop that beat. Are you getting what's that?
Don't just beat me or maybe like I don't know.
Fact. No fact.
Street Fighter.
Yeah. Here we go, y'all. Get it. Yo, DJ, turn on my headphones real quick. No, you know. Yeah. Listen. Straight bars, y'all. Monday classic. Monday motivation. You hear the beat? Listen. Here we go. Yeah. I see the pastors, they cheating, they moving, they beating. Zoom call went real wrong. Gotta sing your best song.
Wow.
Yeah. Listen. Yes. Michael B. Jordan had a shorty on the side, but she gone now.
Why?
Yeah, that's where we are. Listen. Yeah. Local news. Fake news. Hit the snooze button on the alarm clock. I'm coming through. Quick. They got a Glock. New laws. Bitch. No,
New law.
In other words, make your words make sense in this season. At this point, at this point in your life, like just saying words isn't enough. Really make your words matter. Have a plan. Execute it. The problem that you're having right now, really, with your life is not the fact that you have the right words to say, but you don't trust it for real. You haven't convinced yourself, and you're not stepping into it. Step into the greater. Step into the next level of living, because it's not tomorrow, it's now. But be afraid, holla at y'all. Peace, love, and slow. Bring that beat back, DJ, one more time. Ha! I feel it out. Peter Piper picked up peppers, then he pulled it back. Katie Fuse told his mama, I got a bonus back. Cereal going. I'm talking Kellogg, crazy. I'm done. All right, I'm done. Just up the rest.
Kellogg. Frosted Flakes.
And I'm pretty sure it's back to Kellogg don't make sense.
Hey, who makes snacks?
The Bisco, I think.
Bisco makes biscuits.
Kellogg's makes snacks.
Let's
Kellogg, they're going to profit. Naughty by nature, you know what I mean?
greedy by nature.
Right. You gotta go get your mom and the girls.
Crenshaw's Chicken and Waffles, currently located at 701 Kensington Avenue in the city of Buffalo, New York. Come and get a taste of the greedy Greg chicken sandwich with a famous and amazing slap sauce. And don't forget those specialty waffles, red velvet, cookies and cream, Cinnabon, only at Crenshaw's Chicken and Waffles. Place your orders now at Crenshaw'sChickenandWaffles.com. That's Crenshaw'sChickenandWaffles.com. Pull up to 701 Kensington Avenue in the city of Buffalo, New York. That's Crenshaw's Chicken and Waffles.
Come create at Hanley Studios, 545 Main Street, Niagara Falls, New York. Poetry, improv, comedy, music, and more. Hanley Studios, available for renting. We have lights, sound, and stage equipment. Hanley Studios, 545 Main Street, Niagara Falls, New York. We provide live streaming. For more information, call 716-371-2780, extension 2, 716-371-2780, extension 2.
Fire 716 Radio, serving the best in urban.
It's Fire 716.
Let's go. It's Big Frank in the morning. Jay Cherie keeping it going. We got them hot topics, local news, and BGC flowing. We got Big Kev on the air. Dark Knight flying in here. It's Fire 716 and we rocking it. Hey.